Yo, how you going? It's LadyChann, nonetheless, and welcome to Come Box with Shan. Doing this just a quick impromptu live. From will I be able to see you lot? Banners. Should we get the banners going? Let's get the banners going. Let's get the can we start it? Can we start it? How we start it? Let's go then. Come on then. Let's get it going.
T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
One, fight!
I decided I've never did it off my phone because literally I'm jamming in bed watching this fight. Watching the fight. So let me get the banners ready. So I'll start again. Yo, hey girl, it's LadyChann, nonetheless, and welcome to Come Box with Shan. We just watched a great fight, a great domestic dust up to say. Hang on, I know I've got guests in the building. Let me just get this banner. Let's get my guest up. We have got AJ all day. I'm introducing, introducing, introducing AJ Alex. What up, though, AJ?
CHANN, what's cracking?
I know. How you feeling, dude? How you feeling?
I'm getting there.
You getting there? I know. Men turn into babies when they're ill. I know how it goes.
I don't want to do anything. I really don't. You know what
yeah. I know it's not the best when I've still got the, as you can hear, the nose, but I'm very much better. But you know, still a little ropey. Still feel you get bursts in this where you feel all right, and then you're like, don't feel the greatest. But yeah, it will disappear. I'm trying to do this on my phone by Let me get this banner done. Talk to me, AJ. What? Tell me what you saw. What you think?
Great fight. Great competitive fight between two world level light heavyweights.
Mm-hmm.
Can
you talk a little louder? Because you sound very low.
Sorry, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I wasn't really projecting. My fault. Okay.
All right.
But yeah, I even though Craig Richards lost to me, his stock still went up, man. I want to see him in other fights. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see him against Yard, Callum Johnson, Callum Smith, even. You know, there's still a lot of good fights out there for him. Despite him coming up short, and he gave a good account of himself against Joshua Buatsi. Man, this dude tough as fucking nails, man.
He is, man. He fucking is. I'm not gonna lie. He really, really is. What I don't know how to pin the thing in my comment section because it shows me the comments. Let me just say hi to people in the comments. We have Lisa Bales, my sister in the build.
Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bales.
Shout out to Lisa Bales. Tony Kelly, what up, Joe? You in the build dizzing. Ben Adams, you in the build dizzing. Yeah, I can operate. Let me see. Let me see. Ben Adams, hi Queen. What a night of boxing. The Babbage fight was my fave tonight. What a war, I know.
Oh, God.
I know.
Oh, I know. God.
I'm going to do it more in depth. I'm going to do, we're going to do the weekly wrap-up show anyway. So we'll cover quite a lot of these things. I just want to solely talk about the this just to get, a quick reactionary thing. AJ all day. I don't know how to pin the link with my phone in the chat. Let me see. If I pin it to you, AJ, because I can go, post comment. Oh, there you go. Okay, let me post
a
comment. Yeah. Let me just paste. Yeah, got it. Yeah, got that. Yeah, learning it. Shouts out to Shouts out to the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Yeah, doing a damn thing. Can you guys hear me well as well? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just hearing it on the. Yeah, I'm hearing it on my TV. I sound cool. All right, so
You know, I wouldn't mind them. I wouldn't mind them running it back. I'm being honest.
yeah, I wouldn't mind that to be ran back. I had it 117, 111 though. Even though that looks like a very wide margin.
I can see that.
Richards was very much in the fight. But I mean, I do think that he doesn't have this sense of urgency.
Yeah, it's like Craig reacts when he's like
when he's probed.
when he's pounced upon, you know.
Yes.
That's what he does. I mean, he's a very like reactionary type fighter. It's like he won't like push on the gas unless you like try to go after him or hurt him. Then that's what he'll try to like, you know. That's not going to help him at elite level or championship level. You know what I mean?
He's a counter puncher.
Yeah.
But he's we got another guest. I'm introducing introducing 1 2 kid in the building. What up, though, 1 2?
Oh, what up, man?
I'm here to eat my crow.
I told you. Yeah.
You pick Craig
as well.
You pick Craig.
I felt like Craig could pull it off, and I think he put on a good account of himself. And,
he put a good account of himself that he did.
I felt like he could pull it off, and I said Buatsi is a good fighter, and I do feel like he pulled it off. I think Buatsi pulled it off, but I felt like there was some bias going on with the commentators, and Tony Bellew had an atrocious scorecard.
Yeah, he had it a shutout near enough.
Yeah,
at first.
Atrocious. And I feel like both of them dudes can do just fine. A rematch could be in order, but I think Buatsi ready to move on and try to get a title shot.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to figure out now with these two geezers. So I can see. I thought that Buatsi would stop him in about the 10th round. I think my prediction was, but it was quite clear to see. I know Richards has got a great chin, but I don't know. The Buatsi, the power didn't carry as I thought. You know, we've seen Buatsi
got a good chin too.
Buatsi's chin is amazing too.
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying.
A lot.
Yeah, but I'm used to seeing Buatsi starch people. This is only the 3rd time that Buatsi's gone past round 7 in his whole career. Well, so he's pretty much new to being in these deep water fights. And if I don't know, so after watching this fight, I'm comfortable to say that for the minute, Joshua Buatsi is the #1 UK light heavyweight. Would you agree, or is that questionable?
Oh, yeah.
Is that questionable for you?
Yeah, I'd say that. I agree.
Yeah, look, yeah, in the UK, he's #1, and then I would have to put Richards second.
Yeah.
I'm just talking solely UK. I'd have to put Richards second, and then I'd have to put Anthony Yarde third, because I believe that these two guys beat Anthony Yarde.
Yep. I think the Yarde turned down the Buatsi fight.
Yeah,
I think that literally would have been a better fight for him.
Massive fight.
Because that was a closer fight than them scorecards.
Said.
I literally, I'm gonna have an unpopular, scorecard. I had it 114.
Oh, you had it a draw?
Yeah, I had it a draw.
Wow.
But because I wasn't listening to the commentators.
Neither was I, because I was commentating.
It was awful.
It was awful on my WhatsApp group.
Which
actually you can come through if you want. Actually, I've got a WhatsApp group, and I'm quite selective. We're all in it, and we all have a good time in it. Like all.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I
you have to drop me your number,
okay,
and then upload WhatsApp, and go from there. You see everybody. You see the familiar but comfortable faces. Not no turmoil in there. It's family vibes.
But that was dope, man. That was a dope ass fight. We won. I wasn't too big on that. Was it Bibbit? What's his name?
Bivol.
No, I'm talking about in the fight prior.
Oh,
it was a rock'em sock'em, but I've seen zero skills in that fight.
Babbage.
Yeah, there was they was just But I guess it's like Bridgerweight, so it's like heavyweight.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna cover that more on the Monday. I'm gonna cover the whole card because I do it every Monday show, the weekly wrap up show. So I'm gonna cover this whole card anyway of it, like of what we think, you know, about majority of the card. But Babbage is definitely one that his time's running out. That O's going as he steps up. I did predict a KO, but I was being stupid because I knew Polish geezers don't just get dropped. For one, they're very durable. For two, this guy, he ain't like a journeyman Polski guy. And when you're fighting that bridger weight, these guys are usually like just a bit bigger cruiserweight. So they're used to going distances. So I should have predicted distance. Yeah, that's what I should have, because Babbage couldn't get him out of there. But let me just get back to someone said Callum Smith is the best from the UK. In your opinion, would you put Callum Smith better than Buatsi? Yeah, maybe you could then. Maybe you could.
Well, he's only
like to see them fight.
He's only had one fight there. He's only had one fight at light heavyweight. So
yeah, but you know what? He made it easy work of Castillo.
That's just one fight though. Bivol. I mean, it's still more of a gauge, you know.
Yeah. I'm saying, but I think maybe he was starving himself at 168.
Yeah, I mean, it was impressive what he did to Castillo. It really was, but that's just one fight. You know, we have to see what else he can do.
That was the second round starts, but I can't say he's better than for real. He hasn't made a career at 175 yet.
Literally, BoxRec got him ranked number 1 at 175, which is hot horse shit.
Yeah, that's a load of
bullshit. BoxRec, I don't go by what they say.
Yeah, to hell with that. That's hot horse.
To get them, they don't know.
All right, so let's play a game. So, because we got to find out who's number 3. Does Anthony Yarde beat Craig Richards?
Depends on which Craig Richards shows up.
Yeah,
just Craig Richards.
I'm not so sure. If I'm being honest, I say it's probably.
I think Richards is underestimated. I told y'all he was a sleeper, man. That dude is not coming to just lay down. He got good power. He judges distance well, but he needs to work on his defense, man. That's his only flaw. His only flaw can be fixed in the gym. He has good stamina. He's got a good chin, good punch, good jab, good right hand. But he kind of he's a little mechanical.
Yeah, a bit robotic.
I got Richards beaten. I think I got Richards beaten Yarde.
Me too.
Yeah, I do.
Me too. And shouts out to Yarde, good geezer. You know, Team Yarde, good like peoples and that. But you know, just have to place people where correctly they've got to be placed. So does Yarde beat Buatsi?
Nope.
1-2. So you got a swift
answer from AJ. Stance, man. You know, I mean,
no, we need definitive 1-2. We can't have fencing. We got to see where we're placing these cats. So if you think that Yarde can beat Buatsi, then cool. Then we know where.
I think it's a possibility. I mean, but between us right now, like we don't know shit. We just until they get in the ring, we can say whatever we want.
Yeah, I know.
Sparked out. But what do you think? What do you think?
I would edge Buatsi in the fight, but I say
you never know.
Their styles is quite similar. He's a huge puncher, yeah. So,
Yarde is a power puncher.
Very strong. He just went there and steamrolled Lyndon Arthur in the rematch. He just didn't give a fuck. Man.
I put Yarde as one of the strongest punching in the division.
He don't even look like he belongs in what.
Came close to stopping Kovalev too in their fight as well.
Yeah,
he just gassed out.
It's just the skills. Yeah, a bit more of the skills because Yarde is only had like 12 amateur fights, so he's catching up. But I think he gives those other 2 guys a run for their money if it's power for power. But because they've got power and skill, especially Buatsi, that's why I feel Buatsi beats him.
You know what though? I'm happy y'all saying that because I feel like Yarde had the bigger name out of the 3 until this fight. And now the guys, you know, people kind of picking even Richards over him. I'm like, that's dope because I thought like if Buatsi won, everybody'd be like, all right, fuck Richards. And that wasn't the case. And that's dope. I'm glad it was the way that, you know, boxer fans took it was a great fight. And both of these dudes can work on some things, but they put up a hell of a fight. They both gutsy, gritty, got good chins, good power. They both put their talents on display tonight, and I was very impressed with the fight and glad I didn't bet on it. I did. Haplo 50 push-ups.
Oh, okay. So that's
but
right.
no dough though. Last minute,
no
my wifey was like, "Yo, why would you betting on the fight, right?" And I was like, "Nah, not this one." I changed my
mind. Not this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I changed my mind last minute. I was like, "Nah, not this one. I don't know." He seems to be the favorite. Like the scorecards could go his way. Like even if Richards had 1, 2, 3 more rounds, I think Buatsi would have still won.
I don't know, because people underestimate that Buatsi is a boxer as well. So when I always pick a boxer puncher over just a purist boxer, because a boxer puncher can still toe to toe with you boxing, and then they can knock you out. Someone that's a purist like Richards, not saying he don't stop nobody, because he clearly does, and he does have power, as we can clearly see, and I'm revealing that. In time, I'm seeing more of that unfold. I just think that the boxer puncher always beats the puncher. I mean, the boxer, the purist boxer.
Sometimes, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I get that feeling. I'm just saying, I felt like the scorecards were kind of already set if it was a close fight. So
I knew that. I knew that going into
Could do, yeah, because he's more of the favorite.
Yeah, he's more the favorite, and his future looks bigger.
He's the house fighter, and so
he's exciting. Yeah. I get it. I just feel like it's unfair sometimes, though.
Yeah.
That value scorecard, man. Listen.
Yeah, but that's unofficial anyway. So.
Right. But what was the scorecards anyway? What did they
were all the same. 115, 113, all three the same.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
No, they weren't. 2 was 115, 113, and 1 was like 117, 112, or 118, 112.
Oh yeah, fuck that one.
Mm-hmm.
My
one was close like that. Mine was 117, 111.
Not mine.
For Buatsi.
114, 114, but there was some swing rounds in there. So if people,
that's
picked
right.
Buatsi in them rounds. So 2 rounds, I ain't gonna argue with that. I'm cool with that. Like that's good. But nah, man. But like I said, if he won 2 more rounds, I still felt like Buatsi was gonna pull it off.
Yeah. Late show 42. Don't let Tunde hear you, Shan. No. Well, I'm here to be objective. I'm not here to just because if I've got friendships with people on certain teams, I still have to call it down the middle. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. So if anyone don't like that, then that's on them. You wouldn't have someone going to Sky and all. Yeah, people have their biases, but we don't need that in the sport to be super biased. Like, you need people still to call it down the middle. I can still root for someone, but then say another person. I think that other fight
pulled off the dub.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the decision whatsoever.
Yeah,
not at all. And they both, like I said, Buatsi did his thing tonight, and he had his moments. I do feel like he let off the gas. And I do feel like Richards, there was certain times where he didn't do what he was supposed to do. But man, what more could you ask for, man? That was a hell of a domestic fight. And shout out to the UK for putting that shit on and giving us that shit. That's just dope. You rarely see that in the United States.
That's what I know. You guys need to have that more domestic dust stops and bus stops. Yeah, because we do have quite a few of those.
I think AJ brought that up with the NABF. They used to have it a lot back in the days.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we said that, didn't we? AJ said that, didn't
you? AJ know his shit, man. I like talking to AJ. I'm glad I met y'all.
Yeah,
appreciate that, man.
AJ does know his stuff. He does. He teaches us a lot. Sometimes he says stuff and then like, oh, I didn't know that, and then gain some more knowledge. Yeah, AJ knows the damn thing. Shouts out to you, AJ. Oh, Jay.
Appreciate y'all.
It says JB came forward most of this fight, but V's yard, he on the back foot all night. How does that work for JB? So you think that JB would be on the back foot if he was against Yard? Yeah, he would have to be on the back foot a hell of a lot, because Yard will come forward and bang.
Well, it all depends on who hurts who. I think that'll set the tone of the fight.
That's
whoever
true.
Hurts who first will then they'll be on the back. Whoever gets hurt will be on the back foot.
Do you think Buatsi's got the power to stop Yard?
Oh yeah, I believe so. Anybody could be stopped in there, you know.
Yeah.
You know. Plus, I mean, one thing about Yard, he's got that one punch KO power if he lands clean. You know what I mean?
Shit, what impressed me about
Yard's
both
got
of them,
a chin.
He does, but I think it'll.
But I haven't seen it tested.
Both of them guys got hurt,
Well,
and they both
Kovalev.
came right back, man. Both of them,
Yeah,
Richards
both of
and
these
Buatsi.
two. Even within the same round, like
Yes, yeah.
Yo, them
that's
dudes
why the
are
rounds
monsters.
could be hard to score.
But I gave in the middle rounds, I gave a lot of them rounds to Richards because I think Richards was more consistent in the rounds as to just throwing a big flurry and then just, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had it so close.
I see Buatsi having a nice jab and getting like he had like cleaner more. He had more output. Craig Richards didn't have that much output.
I think in the second round he racked Craig. Like he really
he landed a
jab, never really stiffened his legs.
Well.
I had what was the score? I had Buatsi winning the first two. I don't know how they gave the third to Buatsi. Then I had Buatsi winning the fourth. I had Craig Richards stealing the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, and then I had Buatsi winning the 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. I had it similar to the first judge who score, and then I think AJ, you've got it. Did you score it, AJ?
I did. I stopped midway through because I just didn't feel like it, you know.
Oh, okay. So you just stopped. Yeah. So yeah, I get you. Yeah, I was closer to the judge that was like the 118, 112 because as I said, I was 117, 111.
I mean, but like after the fight was over, I still felt that Buatsi did enough to win, though.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't see a draw at all. No, I didn't see a draw at all. Awesome. No, not with the output that Richards was doing. He just wasn't doing enough. He's always like that, though. He was like that with Bivol. It's just about his output. It's never enough.
I think he did a lot more in this fight than the Bivol fight.
Oh yeah,
but he ain't getting no credit for it.
Because he was forced to.
I don't know. He was chasing Buatsi every once in a while too. He was pushed. He was pressing Buatsi as well.
Nah,
Buatsi thought he'd get
on
off,
the
and then
most of the fight. There was only a couple. There was only like literally a couple guys who watched the fight. Was Craig Richards on the front foot most of the fight, or was he on the back foot most of the fight? He was on the back foot most of the fight. I remember the rounds where he was on the front foot, and they sent over the ring, but he got backed up on the ropes a good few times, quite a lot. He got bounced off the ropes twice and then he got dropped.
Dropped.
Did you see that, AJ? Do you remember the first round, second round?
Yeah. I mean, if had the ropes not been there, that he would have got a knockdown.
Yeah. He got nearly dropped on one set of the ropes and then was up again, and Buatsi nearly dropped him on the other side, not on the other side, on the to like the right of him. Then those next set of ropes. Yeah, that was like round two.
Because the ropes was there, you didn't fall. That's what y'all saying.
No, you see fighters just like be on the ropes, but it doesn't mean that you think they would have got dropped. But he would have definitely got dropped with that rope one. He got caught with some good shots. Didn't you see it? It was like round two.
Well, maybe. I don't know if it was round two. I definitely gave it to Buatsi, that's for sure.
Yeah. It was AJ, was it about round two?
Round two, what did excuse me.
The flurry when Buatsi nearly dropped Richards.
Yeah, that was round two, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Good round. But yeah, Richards, I like how he recovers. He recovers pretty fast.
Yeah, both of them recover fast. You see them come right back when they would get hit with a clean shot. But yeah, I mean, shit, man, both of these guys is gonna be.
They're good.
Yeah, they're really good, man. And it's nice. It's nice to see that they got in there and wasn't afraid to fucking mix it up with each other.
Yeah.
Neither one of them was backing down. You know,
I know.
It was a fantastic fight. Fantastic fight.
Go ahead, AJ.
I'm saying run it back, man. Run it back.
Wouldn't mind the rematch, and Yeah, you're going to be watching Craig Richards a lot more closely because it was enjoyable to see that fight. It's about the partners. I think the Bivol one was a bit boring to watch because of the circumstances. It was in a bubble, pandemic. Everyone's a bit lackluster, but yeah, I think you can see that Craig Richards is really he's filled out at the weight. That's his weight, man, for real.
Absolutely.
He made Buatsi look quite small.
Did he fight a super middleweight at one point? He did, right?
In the Bivol fight, I had to say that, like you said, it was in the bubble. There wasn't a lot of people there. Bivol was coming back from a long layoff, and it was the first time that Richards had been on the big stage. So there was a lot of factors that was involved in that fight.
Yeah. So, Yard neutralized Arthur's jabs, and it was a wash after that. Yard, hang on, Yard. What did you say? Yard neutralized Arthur's jab, and it was JB won't be inside on Yard like he was with Spider. Yes, a fight that I'd like to see.
Yes, he will, man. Because that's the only way that JB knows how to fight is to just come right at you. And then he takes his breaks, but then he comes right like that dude is. He only knows one way, and that's forward.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. And Tony in the build dizzy. He said Buatsi won wide. However, it was very competitive. My sentiments exactly.
Yeah,
that's what bullshit. I thought as well.
I don't think so.
Introduce. Huh?
2 rounds at most. For Buatsi. Ahead. Yeah, that's it. No way. No way 117, 111. Y'all crazy.
Yeah. It depends.
Y'all could believe. I mean, but like I said, there was a lot of swing rounds. But to say
there's swing rounds.
Say that it was, you know what I mean? To say like no way you could give Richards them rounds. Nah, I disagree.
Well, you only have to look at the punch output. Like,
but they weren't giving credit to Richards for a lot of punches he was landing either. He was sometimes out jabbing Buatsi. Sometimes he was getting off. It's just Buatsi land a good shot and push his head back, and then that's what you remember. But but there was some good left hooks that he was landing on Buatsi, and that they didn't even give him credit for. Like the announcers, that's why I was like, I
don't think it's no credit.
Running their mouth.
I mean, you seem to seem totally different than the masses because most of the masses have got like similar scores to. Not saying that the judges are all right, but I don't think I haven't seen one person yet say that was a draw by you.
The commentary was pretty bad, though.
Yeah, I ain't seen very many people saying that Richards could pull it off, but me either. So I mean, I ain't see very many people saying Bivol could beat fucking Canelo, but me.
No, but I mean, you said that Richards could beat Buatsi from. I knew he couldn't, but because hence why I said it. But now watching the fight, you're saying it was a draw, and I've just been on a couple other people's things and seen nobody's got it as a draw except for you.
Well, then I'll be in the minority. I'm cool with that, but I'm gonna still be me. Fuck all that.
Interesting. I'm used to point scoring. That's why I'm very used to it.
The commentary was pretty bad because I noticed.
I didn't and I didn't have the commentary on. I'm just used to point scoring, and I know I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm quite good at point scoring because I've studied looking at the rules of how to point score. A lot of people point score with their feelings. I totally take that out of the way. I've done it with my favorite fighters. It's facts over feelings.
Yeah,
clean, effective punches, ring generalship, defense. What's the other one? There's one more. Clean, effective punches, ring generalship. Defense is number 4 in the Queensberry rules, so you've got to go down the list, and defense is last. There's one more that it's just slipped my mind. So that avoids you giving swing rounds, because if you feel that it's a close round, then you go down the list and see, okay, so who had the better ring generalship, and if you still can't see it, okay, so who had? So if someone's on the back foot, doesn't mean they can't win the round being on the back foot. But was their defense good, and was they still throwing clean, effective punches?
Right.
Yeah, and Richards threw effective punches, but not enough of them.
Right. Right. Now I get where
Yeah,
you're coming from. I ain't
yeah,
got an issue with that.
yeah. He just
But
didn't throw enough
I,
of them. That's his problem, man. All the time.
I just feel like, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes also people could get in their feelings and assume that somebody had a good flurry and then win the round and lose 3/4 of the round. And I don't forget the beginning or the end of the
Neither
round
do
or
I.
the
You're not
middle of the
supposed to.
round. I
No,
mean, you know,
no, you're not
I
supposed to.
mean, I look at it like it's an ongoing process. And then you score by rounds, not just the momentum of the fight.
No,
And I
you
think
score
that
round.
some
You
people,
score
right.
12 individual fights.
Mhm. But it's
That's what
all good
you do.
though. I mean, like I said, if you had them up two rounds,
There it
I'd
is.
be
Like,
cool with that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Maybe 3 at the most. But I
yeah,
don't
but
know.
no,
But
yeah,
other than that, nah, man,
yeah.
I'm not buying that.
Late show 42. That's it. Effective aggression. There you
Effective
go.
aggression. Yep.
Effective aggression,
Yep.
and AB kind of ticked most of those boxes. He was always on the front foot, and it was effective when he was. Um, he outlanded Richards with more clean, effective punches. I would say Richards' defense was better than Buatsi's, and then you've got the ring generalship that I couldn't say who's the better one at the ring generalship in that fight. So if for me, Buatsi ticks like 3 out of those 4 boxes near enough every round. But Richards, I did give Richards 3 rounds. But just because you give someone 3 rounds doesn't mean the fight wasn't competitive, because it
Right.
still was. Because Richards
Right.
was still in there. All that Edit AJ kept saying on the group, he needs to just throw more. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
throw. Like just get in. He never has this sense of urgency. And
Nah.
that's always going to be his letdown. He doesn't have that
Right.
beast in him. He doesn't. He
Sometimes.
doesn't
I mean,
have
it's
it.
like I was saying,
Not
like
on
his
his
last
wins
fight.
too,
I
though.
mean, it's like I was saying, his last fight before this. I think he was losing that fight until the 6th round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
that's
do that.
you entirely right, and I totally agree. And I feel like same with the when before he got the knockout of Pitters, he was
Mm,
getting touched right
mm.
when it was happening. Like it looked like Pitters might have been hurting him, but
Yeah.
it wasn't the case. He
I
was
know.
never hurt, and he cracked him, and it was over. So I mean, it benefits him sometimes by being
Yeah.
kind of not letting his hands go all the time because he can pick his shots in between shots, and sometimes it benefits him. And then against guys like Bivol and like Buatsi, you have a great point. Absolutely, like he could
Yeah.
have let his hands go a little more, but it
Yeah.
saved his ass in some other fights. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it don't.
Yeah. So let's just see what the comments are saying. Shouts out to Mal New Media Today, USA Boxing. So Tony said Buatsi won wide. However, it was competitive. Don't know. I don't want to see about Floyd Mayweather. We're not talking about him, Tony Kelly. Yeah, he always looks great no matter what Floyd does. But I mean, that fight was. I'm not that stupid fight, the Dubai thing. I'm not even
It's a
caring.
fake.
Ben,
Yeah,
It's
me
a fake
neither.
fight. It's a fake fight. So
yeah,
Me
sparring
neither,
with me.
man. He fighting
Ben
with sparring
Adams,
partner.
you got Buatsi winning 8-4 for you. Hang on, let's see. I gave Richard 4 rounds max, but every round was close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Effective aggression. Go ahead. You can still talk. I'm just going through the comments.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still
But
talk.
I had to say, like the whole Floyd Mayweather thing.
Yeah.
He was beating up an old sparring partner. Kind of like that. I didn't watch that Yildirim Canelo fight either. I was like, that's bullshit. You know.
Oh yeah, Yildirim. Is it Yildirim? Who? Yildirim. What?
yeah,
Yeah.
The one that
He
fought
just
Canelo.
lost his last fight
Oh.
by knockout.
Oh yeah. He lost in his next
Yeah, by
fight.
knockout, he got stopped in his
Yeah,
last
he got
fight.
He
stopped.
shouldn't.
And Canelo
See,
stopped him
I
as well.
don't like them WBC rankings. The fact that man was ranked #1
He was
It's
mandatory.
bollocks.
taking losses and getting fucking knocked out and taking L's left and right. I'm like, come on, man. Like, yeah, it's bullshit.
Top 5.
It was bullshit.
Like,
Yo, that's how the zone and Golden Boy and Canelo. That's how they fell out because of that shit.
yeah, it's a load of bollocks. How the WBC's corrupt though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still got Wilder at #1. So
Fuck the franchise belt promotion.
yeah, it's just So where does the lads go next? Because I've still got reservations that Buatsi, at the minute, I can't say he's elite. I don't know if he's
He needs a
but
couple
like
more fights,
that.
but
Yeah,
then he gonna be dangerous.
yeah,
And
because
they better jump on him soon. They
yeah,
better get him
before
while he's
he
green.
before he really gets into his groove. You know why? Because he hasn't fought that top level of when he fought I always call it Dr. Robotnik's because that's in Sonic, the baddie in Sonic the Hedgehog video game. But it's Bolotniks. When he fought Bolotniks, he went, did he go to, was that a distance fight? That went past round 7. When it's good fighters like that, it gives him a bit of a run for his money. So I need to see him with a bit more top tiers.
He got Bolotniks at her in the 11th, I think. Yeah,
That's it, the 11th round. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Thanks, AJ. So I need to see him more,
right?
with more, like because I think that in the UK it's thin to pick anybody's fight. So he's gonna have to, like, can you see him fighting Beterbiev and what would be the outcome of that?
Oh, God,
even though Beterbiev's
Jesus.
old.
Not yet.
Man.
It's
give him
risky.
like 2 fights.
No,
Two fights,
not unless you
know?
want to. No, man, no.
Yeah.
You don't need no. You don't need no Beterbiev problems right now. So
exactly. What about?
Even though Beterbiev is getting older, he's still.
I think he fought the best domestic guy that he could fight, though.
Yeah, that's the best domestic. Well, besides Anthony Yard, it would be nice.
But we all just picked Richards over Yards.
You know what? Take on a Callum Smith next. Take on a Callum Smith next. Yeah, you do.
Ooh, that's a fun fight.
Callum Smith would be.
Fight Callum Smith next.
Callum Smith would be a good matchup. Yeah, that would be. What about just even just to get his teeth wet?
Oh, go
ahead. What about Marcus Brown? Just to have a go.
That's not bad. That's not bad either.
Not bad either.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
What about Richards and Callum Smith, though, y'all?
Richards and Callum Smith would be a good fight because they're both counter punchers, quite puristic boxers.
I think Callum Smith a little sharper, but I think Richards. I think that'll be a good fight.
It'd be a good fight. I think maybe because how he got moved up by Canelo, but that's by Canelo. But then in his next fight, he fucked up the dude in 2 rounds. But then Richards, they're similar heights because Callum's like 6'3" and Richards is 6'2". Who's gonna hit harder out of the two?
I don't know.
I've expressed my opinion about this several times. I thought his performance in the Canelo fight was very disappointing.
It was whack. It was boring.
It was just boring. Like he was a punching bag for most of the fight. I mean, if I didn't know any better, he just went in there to survive and get paid. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the size difference.
I thought Ryder beat him, but here's the thing. I wasn't I couldn't stand Callum Smith for the longest time. I'm like, this dude's gonna be Canelo's cupcake. I called that shit 1.5 years before he fought him.
Yeah.
But you know what though? When he hit light heavy, I'm like, damn, this dude I really believe the dude was starving himself.
He was.
Yeah, I really feel like the dude is a legitimate 175 pounder. And at first I was like, he just scared to go to 175. Then went up there, iced the dude that never been knocked out. A big guy too.
3 rounds.
Kind of like David Benavidez. Kind of like David Benavidez, right?
Yeah. I said when did Callum fight Canelo? Was it 2020?
That was December 2020, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd started my channel, I think October, my boxing show, October 2020. And Callum Smith was one of the first ones as well that I did like my first kind of commentary. If you go back and look at it, it's funny. I have the flu and I've got a scarf around my neck and I'm sitting in my kitchen. And I'm like, Callum Smith has no business being at 168. He needs to move up to 175. And everyone was like, okay, he looks like he's all right at 68. I was like, no way. I said it on my thing. I went, no, he's not. He needs to be at 175. And then he went into Canelo, got tucked in, and then went to 175. Exactly what I thought. Yeah. Yeah.
I think he had a point.
But those are all good matches between Callum, Yard, Richards, Buatsi. What about who's the other one? Johnson.
Callum Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, Callum
Johnson. Yeah.
Okay, now you're talking about.
Yeah. Throw him in the mix. He's a hard hitter. super hard hitter. There's fights that like they've made. I think it's weird. Canelo going into that division and losing in it. It's actually highlighted that division a little bit more. It's made us pay a lot more attention to it. I feel so. I
You know, it makes me wonder how
it
makes me wonder how honestly he'd fare against even domestic light heavyweights.
So
I always thought it was an underrated division.
No, I was saying it makes me wonder how Canelo would fare against domestic light heavyweights, not just Bivol, but like
yeah,
if he like maybe like all the guys we're talking about, like if he was the fighter,
yeah, the elite or
all these guys, like how would Canelo fare against those guys?
I don't know. I think it was a style that he had a problem with. He didn't have much issue with. I mean, I understand the weight training and the claws with
style that he's
with Kovalev and all that. But at the same time, he handled himself quite well in that fight. And so, I mean, when people say the size difference between Bivol got to be one of the smaller light heavyweights.
Bivol's one of the smaller ones,
man.
Yeah,
he just outboxed him. It's like size had nothing to do with it. If Bivol wasn't as mobile as he was, he would have won.
Canelo can beat some of the lower tier domestic 75ers like 1-2, saying it's about the style that beats Canelo. If you're a mover and you've got power, because if you don't got the power, he'll chase you and just walk through. You won't be able to dance all the way through. That's what Plant tried to do. He's never known for power, but he's a mover. So that's why he lasted the 11th round. But if you don't got power, once Canelo finds you, he just walk right through and knock you out. So you got to be a mover and a puncher with a power puncher.
You can't be intimidated by it. That's what it is.
You'll beat Canelo like that.
Yeah,
time again.
Like use your weight and do what you gotta do. Problem is, when you stand on the inside with him, he looks for them counters. He wants you to be on the inside with him, and he counters off of the big shots that you might land.
Right.
That's why Kovalev didn't really load up on a lot of shots, because he realized really quickly that he was waiting on him to load up on a shot.
Right.
So and Bivol was like, oh, he's a smaller light heavyweight. I'll have an easier time with him. And boom, what did you get? And this dude 12-round stamina champion right here, man. This dude going box rings around you. Yeah, and he did. And it was like whoa, he's too big. And I'm like, oh, fuck out of here. He's the smallest light heavyweight in the division.
He's one of the smaller ones. What people have to realize that these smaller divisions, these smaller weight classes, they're distance fighters, mate. It's only heavyweights that usually you can more see that it's not going to the distance. I'm not saying that there's not stoppages in the smaller weight classes. That would be foolish to say, as we see him week in and week out. But you as Canelo, you got to know, you got to do your research. Most of these cats that are in 75 are Eastern European. They come with a set of genetic traits: great chin, tech savvy, fundamentally sound, and their cardio is up there. They go the distance. So if you can't combat any of those, Canelo, you shouldn't have gone up there, because those are the requirements at 175 in the division right now with who's in the division. So it's run 175 and 190 cruiser. They're run by Eastern Europeans.
I'm saying.
I think he drank his own. I think he drank too much of his own Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's very true. But I do feel that, like what some other light heavyweights, even champions, he would have more success against those guys because they're right there in front of him. And even though he's moving up in weight, he's got good power, and he wants you to get off on him. It's the distance that he has an issue with. He's got a great chin. He took some big punches by Bivol. And I'm just saying, you don't see him get stunned a lot in any of the fights, and he counts on the counter. So if you are inside the mid-range fighter like a Beterbiev, I know it don't sound popular. I know people ain't gonna like it.
He don't beat Beterbiev, sorry.
Well, believe what you want. I'm just letting you know he's gonna be right there. He's gonna be right there to get hit. But Bivol wasn't.
But Canelo's power is what I've realized. Look,
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
Yeah, we know. Anyone that wants to fight him, that's what he says. But what I have seen is at 175, does Canelo have power? Yes, but it's not it's not nothing that the other big guys. Beterbiev ain't gonna be scared of Canelo. Obviously, a punch can change the situation, but you got to realize that these guys are coming down from being 210, 215
yeah,
themselves. Like, so Canelo's power ain't the thing that's gonna be scary. Definitely not for Beterbiev.
Not unless
Beterbiev
ages overnight. Canelo doesn't beat him.
Yeah, but here's what y'all not getting. Like with Beterbiev, he's an IBF title holder, so there's usually a clause in there. You know what I mean? For he can't even be overweight. So that's why he's so chiseled in there. So that affects him as well. And how long can he stay there, being that he's probably a bigger dude? You know what I'm saying? And if he's getting body shots and starving himself, I don't know. Like,
yeah, but he never looks emaciated and dry like Beterbiev. It's not like he. I don't think he starves himself and looks thingy. No, because once he rehydrates, he's pretty much back and full, all cylinders. I've never seen Beterbiev where you guys can correct me from wrong. I've never seen Beterbiev struggle of making the weight, looking like he's struggling making the weight, looking dry. No, I haven't.
I'm just saying, he ain't getting no younger.
Marcus Brown fight. Did you think he looked a bit dry there?
I don't think he looked dry, but he had problems making weight. He had to weigh in twice to make weight.
Oh yeah, he has. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, because he's big for that. This is what I'm trying. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. But he's big for these guys. I don't know if he starves himself, but he's big for the weight. So if you think Canelo's punches power is going to affect people like that, it's just not. It's just not.
Okay.
There's a limit. Then, like they say, there's weight classes for a reason. Yes, you're powerful at 168.
Some it might.
Is there?
For some, not all.
Is there though? Is there weight classes for a reason?
There's limits, and he just saw his limits.
Like,
Canelo's not invincible.
Wait a minute, we just seen Zerto come in at 203 at what light heavyweight. So what reason is it?
Because he can't make 175, so he should be at one. He should be fighting in cruiser, but there's more money for him in 175. But his body's telling him that's not the way. But I mean, if you had Canelo fight him, Canelo couldn't bother him. It wouldn't bother.
No, it wouldn't.
Feel more like pity pats.
Too big. Yeah, he'd be way too big. But I think that's why I think that Zerto is going after Bivol, because with the IBF,
he's going to be a problem for him.
No, but here's the thing though, like if he has a title, then he don't have. If you unify, you don't have to obey by the IBF and have a weight clause. But if he was to just take on one of those guys, there would be a weight clause. If he took on a Beterbiev, there would be a weight clause, so he couldn't blow up to that weight. But if he comes with a title, the weight clause no longer matters because it's a unification bout.
Yeah, got you.
I think the only reason, one of the main reasons, however, that Zerto is targeting Bivol, it's part of Oscar's Grandmaster plan to turn Zerto into like the new Canelo, pretty much.
Well, I'll tell you what,
or the new star Golden Boy, if you want to call it that. So
if Bivol ain't on his bike all night and he allows this dude to lean on him,
that's problem.
Man, that could be a fucking problem because he's smaller, and if he leans on him and slows him down a little bit, that could be a big fucking issue. And I'm a Bivol fan. And
I like it. I like him. Me too. But I said this to AJ. I think I said this. Didn't I? We talked about this. I said, and you said it, AJ. That Zerto, he's going to give Bivol hell because of his sheer size alone. Like hell.
Dude's big. Hell. He's big.
He's basically, if he weighed in at 203, same right. Yeah. He basically probably walks around as a fucking heavyweight.
Yeah, 220. Yeah. 210, 250.
Easily 222. 225.
He didn't look fat in his last fight either. He was all muscle. And I'm like, damn, this dude is massive.
He's
and that's
massive.
The thing is, and I'm telling you that any light heavyweight gets in the ring with him is going to have a problem, including Beterbiev, because this dude is just a massive guy. He's a massive dude. Yeah,
he's starving him. I would say that he's draining himself to make
that. How the hell was he making 168? That's what I'm wondering.
He's fucking up his body by doing it, but he knows there's more money than that, and he becomes the weight bully. And it's just people would prefer to be the big fish in a little pond than the small fish in the big pond. They don't.
That's why I give people so much props, because every time he gets in the ring with those guys, other than the Canelo fight, he was always a smaller guy.
Right.
Always. and still put on a good show. So I'm like, yo, man, you gotta like it. I think prior to that, like, who was the heavyweight? Oh, Chris Bird. He was the
with
IBF champion, man.
With Ika Kabuche.
Yep.
That was a fucking epic fight because he was absolutely outboxing Ike, and then
got
Ike
caught.
just got him connected and he put him in the ropes, and it was good nights.
Seriously,
I really feel like
seriously underrated fighter. I could be a Bucci, man.
I know it's a shame what happened to it. Like, what's kind of happened?
Yeah, what would Ike have done to the heavyweight division if
he would have destroyed all of them? All of them, all our favorites. He don't care. He would have destroyed Tyson Fury. Destroyed AJ. He would have destroyed Usyk. He would have all of them deleted.
Yo, I gotta say, I ain't never seen anyone go toe to toe with fucking Tua and beat him
like that.
Never seen anyone go toe to toe with him.
Tua look like
not even Lewis went toe to toe with him.
Yeah, no, even just looking at that, what was he, Samoan or Fijian or something like that?
Samoan, yeah.
Something like that. I tell you, and I tell you that the fight that's not talked about with David Tua receiving, we're gonna do a rewatch. Go and watch Ruckman Tua 1 and 2. Ruckman totally outboxes Tua until there's a headbutt at, like, I think round 8 or 9 or something, and then the fight gets stopped, and then I think they say David Tua wins on the cards. So Ruckman said to me, he said, Shan, and I quote, go and watch that fight, and if you come back and tell me that I lost that fight, I'm going to accept that I lost it. Because he said, I got robbed there. And I was like, all right, cool. I watched the fight, and then I hit up Ruckman. I said, yeah, you got fucking robbed. Yeah. Because Ruckman's got a great jab. So he nullified a lot of Tua's just coming forward. Mm-hmm. He jabbed the fuck out of... I will urge you guys to watch... AJ, we'll do a rewatch. We'll do a rewatch of that.
Okay. No one outboxed Tua. No one outboxed Tua like Bird did, though.
Okay, you're going to see. Because that's what I thought. You're going to see Ruckman do it.
Well, no, I know he outboxed him. I thought he got robbed too. I'm just saying
the way that Bird did it.
Bird just he couldn't touch Bird.
Yeah,
Lennox did a pretty good job as well.
Right, yeah. Because Bird is swifty cruiserweight. We come up from cruiser, right?
But here's the thing, though. See, now you got Ruckman, who's also a boxer puncher.
Yeah.
Right. You got Lewis, who was a boxer puncher.
Yeah.
But they knew immediately that they had to box. They didn't even
with David Tua, forget the punching.
They were like, fuck that slugging shit. Why?
Like, this nigga is coming forward. Yeah. And I've got to be going backwards.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Facts. That's
Charles
facts.
Barkley at a fucking boxing, man. Like, he come down the line. It's like, all right, just move, tap him and move.
Yeah. That's a David Tua. What? Hang on. What? So, my bad is my ignorance. What happened to Tua? Because I don't.
What do you mean?
He's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't ever see him in any, like, commentaries or interviews. Like how you see Roy Jones Jr. You see all the other. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever see David Tua.
That dude from the islands, he probably surfing.
He's gone to Samoa and just thought, fuck you niggas, I made my money. I'm out.
Right, just keeping a low profile, that's all. Just,
Be nice to hear from him, though, innit? Just because he's a legend, mate.
Yeah, he was a great fighter, man.
Great
like
fighter.
I said, but that goes to show you how good Ike Buatsi was, because both of them dudes boxed him. Buatsi boxed him and slugged
and won.
And won.
I know.
Like, that dude was a beast.
Beast. Yeah, he was. He was.
Beast,
it's a shame. I think he's in prison right now.
No, I think he's home, but
he went back.
Oh, he went back?
Yeah, I heard he went back. He got out, and literally it was in like 2 breaths.
Something to do with ice.
Went back in. Yeah, he went back in.
Shit, man. He was the first one to catch Bird.
Yeah.
No one else could touch him.
Bro, that was because I watched it and I watched it again maybe after the Joshua loss, because I was like, this is what Joshua needs to. Joshua, you're fighting Bird. You're not Ike Kabuche, by the way, but I'm just talking about the size wise. Like, you're gonna just have to impose.
Yep.
On a Usyk if you think you're gonna, because Bird was slick, elusive, because he was former cruiserweight. You always have to worry about great cruiserweights, and I'm talking about elite cruiserweights
Yep.
when they come into the heavyweight division.
Usyk, yep.
Because
Southpaw
they are,
cruiser, yep.
yeah, they're more fundamentally sound all round.
Yes, yes. That's what I liked about Bird, man. He would put on a show for you, and everyone said he was boring. I'm like, this shit's fucking entertaining as shit to me.
Yep.
I don't even think he was a natural heavyweight.
Yeah, man, that dude. But then when he went back down to light heavy, I was like, oh, he was just not the same guy, man. That shit was awful. That was one of the worst beatings I ever seen, man. I was just like, what happened, man?
Yeah, it's
too much.
It's a shame, isn't it? Sometimes of how your favorite or great boxers turn out. Like you just would wonder if Ike was here now, like out of prison and a few years younger, obviously, and was fighting these lot. He would dominate. He would be one of the dominating forces. There'd be no bullshit. American heavyweights would be back in the building.
Yo, jabs. That motherfucker he could
Bro,
jab.
his jabs
defense
would split
was
your
on
face
point.
open. And he weren't trying.
Counter punching. He fought in the Philly show sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that dude was everything that dude did. And you know who else was the other guy that I thought that was nice, but he broke his back was Parag.
I heard it. I think Lisa, was you telling me about Parag?
Yeah,
he broke his back, and that obviously ended his career.
He the first one to stop
Ike.
Parag, the middleweight.
Yeah.
His first fight was gonna be with Triple G. And I was at that fight, but he wound up fighting Prosper instead because he broke his back. That dude would have been a problem for Triple G. Triple G would have had all types of issues with that dude. That dude defense was on point. He stopped who was it? Did he
got good power?
Yeah, he stopped when he was undefeated too. Who was it? Damn.
Who did he stop?
He had cancer and he beat cancer.
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm trying.
He's beating all the odds.
I'm talking about the dude. The dude did. He
Danny Jacobs.
Yeah,
that's it. Danny Jacobs. Yeah, that's it.
When he was undefeated on the come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And beat it.
Yeah, but he stopped Jacobs before all that stuff.
Yeah.
Jacobs was on a tirade and everyone was talking about him. He stopped him, man. Shifting and everything, good defense, sucked, man.
Oh, he was calling Danny before he got the KO in like round 5.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how he broke his back?
No. I know what happened. He was
someone said
in the comments.
He was actually
hitting tires with a sledgehammer in training. That's how he broke his back.
I know because he was gonna fight Golovkin.
Triple. I was thinking of throwback, but I know exactly who you're talking about. But I didn't know he broke his back like that. I thought he broke his back in like a car crash.
That would have been the first fight in the USA for Triple G.
Yes, during training.
Yeah,
during training. Yeah, then he had to retire.
Parag, but then he ended up fighting Proska, the Polish dude.
Yeah,
who fought like he was like a watered down Sergio Martinez. Southpaw. Yeah. And I know I had bought tickets for the fight, and I was like, check out this Triple G guy, and man,
and then you sold.
Like, problem. Yeah,
I'm I'm buying in. Yeah, Triple G. I got pros and cons about all fighters. I got pros and cons about him, but I do like Triple G as a fighter. I think he's amazing. I do like watching him. You can see he's getting on now, but I mean, the fight with Murata, I was like looking at, when you're watching a horror movie and you put your hand over your eyes and then you make a slit just to see it a little bit, because I was thinking he is getting pieced up. Murata is piecing him up. Then he just went Super Saiyan mode activated.
As soon as Murata hit him, when they were like, the dude told him break and Murata punched him, that's when he turned it up on him.
Yeah, by about round, I had Murata winning. Yeah. I think the first 5 rounds.
I'm not mad at that. I think he was doing pretty good. But I tell you what, man, and Murata could take a punch too.
But and he got power too.
Too many of them.
Yeah,
not them Triple G shit.
Not them Triple G. Triple G's jab is the jab alone should go into as a power jab. That should just go into the Hall of Fame. Because that dude's jab, it's spiteful. And that's why I've never had Canelo beating him when I scored it and stuff.
That overhand right when he punches them dudes on the forehead.
It's
I'm
game
like,
over.
that's the hardest part of your head. And he was,
Yeah, and
dudes were like quitting, like fuck this shit.
and he also, if you just target his head, he doesn't get rocks like that.
Nah.
You got to get the body shots on him, but his chin is iron fucking clad.
Yeah.
Ironclad.
Yeah. Him and who was the welterweight? Danny Garcia had a hell of a chin too.
Danny Garcia has never been dropped either. He got a sick chin, but he's just a slow motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
but shouts out to Danny Garcia.
Put him in there with Bud. He'll stop him.
I would like to.
He'll stop who?
I'd like to
Bud?
think so. Yeah, I think.
You saying Danny is stop Bud?
No, he's saying Bud will stop.
Bud. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm like, damn, AJ, I was with you all these times.
I just said that you was good, son. Son, I just said you were good.
I'm like, oh
no, are we being not objective enough just to assume that Terence Crawford does stop or put someone like Garcia on the canvas when he hasn't ever been? We could say it's the likelihood is leans more to no than a yes, because it's never happened before. But then we could also use the argument that neither had Sean Porter, and he got dropped twice by Bud. So do you see? Because we like Bud and we like, no, Bud beats everyone. Bud, no, he stops this one, he stops that one. Are we being realistic that Bud literally puts Danny Garcia on the canvas?
I think he puts him on the canvas. I think he does.
I don't
think there's a finisher like Bud in the welterweight division.
No, there isn't. He's the best. Yeah, he's the best. He's one of the best finishers in boxing, period. But
nobody stopped. And that's the thing. Nobody stopped fucking Porter. Nobody. His dad was like shit, and everyone's saying, everyone's saying that, oh, they shouldn't have stopped it, and I'm like, listen. Maybe him and his dad had some shit. He's like, pull me out of the fight if I start banging on the fucking mat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe,
and he won't admit that.
Bang on the mat before.
No, Kenny knew what was about to happen. He knew what.
He knew my son's going to be embarrassing. He's going to be a sleep KO, and he's going to be a meme. He's going to be a meme on Instagram, a meme on Twitter. Yeah, I don't want my son to be a meme.
And nobody ever did that to show before. Dropped twice like that.
Man.
Yeah. Nobody ever put Sean down nobody ever put Sean down twice like that so fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's true.
The whole momentum of the fight just shifted in like 2 rounds.
2 rounds.
It was like it was no longer competitive, and you can see it. Like it was just like
who with Bud?
Sean knew it, his dad knew it. Everybody just felt it, and then he just started putting it together, put him on his ass, and he was like, you know what? Nah, my son ain't going out like that. Like you said, he's not gonna be a meme.
Yeah, listen, Bud had this is just in my head, but this is what I believe. Bud had the capability to get Porter out at like 5 rounds earlier. The reason why I say this is why I feel he let that fight go on to that, because him and Sean Porter are friends, like friends. They've grown up together. There's pictures of them since the 90s, early 90s, of them being like, how old? Mid 90s, 12, 11 years old. Mid 90s. Because when was Bud born? 1988, late 80s. So the late 90s. I've seen pictures of them like in front of older cars and just the proper old school pictures. They've grown up together. Even from the amateurs, they've got a lot of respect for each other. So it was like, Bud, I think he went into that fight like, I'm going to beat him, but I'm not going to punish him because I like him. He's my brethren. But what happened is when it looked like that Porter was up on the cards and they said it to him in the corner, he turned it. He just activated the switch. That's why I believe he prolonged that, because the way he activated that, straight away after he got told in that round, he dropped him twice. So do you believe that he couldn't have done that?
There was that led me to believe when he just activated, like when he just dropped him twice like that in the second round, the 10th round, after he learned that he could have been down. It's like that made me wonder, was he carrying him the whole time and not being that serious?
Nah. He had every intent of getting him the fuck out of there with every punch he was throwing, y'all.
No, not before the
Yeah, he was.
knockdowns.
I seen some of the. I seen some of. Now I watched the fight. He was looking to get him out of there
No,
the
no, no,
whole
no, no,
time.
no. No, 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 no,
Nah,
no, no, no. Listen,
I
listen.
mean, he
I'm
even said
a
post
Bud
fight.
fan to the end,
Your
but
post fight, your
but
post fight. Bud even said like, he's my friend. I didn't want to fight him.
yep,
You know.
and he confirmed that. Thank you, and he confirmed. I knew it going into. There was no
but
animosity. I knew it.
once they in the ring, is that shit's out the
No,
window?
no, no,
Like,
no. But there's a difference. There's like, all right. Let me give you another example. When Lomachenko fought Richard Comey, he didn't hate him, so he allowed that fight to go. He could have got Comey out
in the seventh round. In the seventh round when he dropped him.
Yeah.
I got your push-ups, Haplo.
Yeah,
I got your push-up for you.
And he said, "Get that." He said,
"We'll do it live together. We'll do it on my channel. I'll give it to you."
Yeah, true. You got to change that AV right now.
Nah, man, I eat my crow.
You didn't win, and you lost the bet.
For what?
You got to put it as a Buatsi avatar. That's fair. Be fair.
I gotta go find it. I'm saying I'm taking my heat. Shit.
Yeah, so you got to put. Oh yeah, so you're taking the heat as
that one
the
part
picture
of
Richards.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Happy's got to keep the picture of Richards. It's like we're talking to Richards.
Yeah,
if he changes it to Buatsi, then he's the winner. Yeah, he came to eat crow cake.
Yeah, I'm eating my crow.
I thought of it.
I got hot sauce with it, and your push-ups is on their way, Hat. Don't worry about it. I got you.
As per usual, we have somebody saying Bud got dropped before and it got classed as a no knockdown.
Oh, it's so boring when they say that.
So,
go ahead, AJ, answer it.
No, I'm saying like, so what? Did he lose that fight?
And it got classed. Did he stop the other guy?
Did he lose that fight? Did he lose?
Did he lose?
He stopped him.
You know that's an Errol Spence fan. It's an Errol Spence fan.
Yeah.
Is it an Errol Spence fan?
I have no idea if he is. Then are you a Spence fan, Ben Adams?
Oh, it's Ben Adams.
Put on his ass. Does that mean he's not the greatest?
No, it's Ben. I don't know. Maybe he's a Spence fan, but yeah, no, Ben's British like me. Yeah, but Ben, he didn't get. It was deemed as a no knockdown. It wasn't. Okay. Did post it as email. It wasn't because the way how I feel about that is that he kind of got caught with a punch, but what he tried to do was clinch. Bud tried to clinch, and if you watch that and watch it slow down, Bud tried to clinch and miss, and got on his waist on what's his name again? Kavaliauskas' waist, and then Kavaliauskas like moved out the way, kind of like so. Bud just like kind of just went down like that. It wasn't like boom, he got knocked down, and then it was like boom, he was on the floor. It weren't like that. But you know, people that like Errol Spence like to cling to. I see it in my comments every single day. Every single day.
Yeah, Hap. You know what? I'll switch up my Abby for you. Look, I lost, man. I lost, so bye. That's my boy right there, too.
Who's that? Let me see. Who's that? Is that Shakur? I'm crying, Shaq, when he lost the Olympic gold. Yeah.
Oh, we love you. Won. I'm not afraid to eat my crow.
Neither am I. You know what I mean? I've got a bet. Ratman said to me, if Spence and Bud fight, when they fight, if Spence wins, because that's what he feels, I have to change my show to the Ratman show. So for a week. So every time I go live, it's got to be the Ratman show. So I just won't go live for a week.
Hey, yeah.
Come back in a new week and be like, yes, LadyChann back in the building. No, I said, yeah, I'll do it. But if he loses, I'm going to change my show to when he comes on for like at least a month. When he comes on for a month, he's going to be known as, it's going to be LadyChann and Crowman show. Yeah, Crowman. I said, you're going to be called Crowman. And he went, call it whatever you like, but you know, you're going to lose. I believe I'm not. I really believe I'm not. Yeah, cool, AJ.
Wrong with eating your crow. Yo, if I flame other people all the time, I could take the flame. I flame myself. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, me too. It's not a big deal, is it? Like, I know people make it like, oh, you got it wrong.
Hey, yo,
people come in my comments and do that.
Check this out. You said he was going to knock him out easy.
Yeah, I thought he's going to knock him out.
That was a hell of a fight.
My prediction was a 10th round knockout, man.
Yeah,
but as I got into the fight, I thought, nah, this is going to be too even. It may be too even because my guys, both of them's got a chin. Chins are amazing. So I just thought, fuck, this is going the distance. And it did. And I'm glad it did at the end of the day because we got more fight to see than instead of like a 6-round starch, innit? And it's like, oh, okay, thanks, y'all. Good night. Yeah, I'm glad we got to see a good 12-round. There was no lulling or lagging. I mean, there was like
Buatsi
maybe
was
one
on
mid-round
point,
that
too.
they got a bit boring, but I think that could have been the 6th round. I think that both of them were a bit tired because I think Buatsi came off a flurry and when he went to get Richards out, he exhausted all his energy. And I remember he kind of let Richards back into the fight, and that was a bit boring around. But for me, 12 rounds of sheer enjoyment.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it was a great fight. Hap, do you want to come on?
Yeah,
AJ's
come on,
just
Hap.
He's got to be.
I'm ready to eat my crow, Hap. Come on up here.
Get on and press the link. Come on. Yeah. I just thought I would do like jump on and see what everybody's opinion was, which is yeah, I like all everybody's opinions. It's what this fight has done is definitely I'm gonna be following Craig Richards a little more heavier, that's for sure. Yeah. I like when I watch fights and the fights turn me into a new fight fan for that fighter, whether he's won or lost. If I see something that I like, I'm gonna pay you way more attention than I have, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Craig Richards, salute to him. It's a shame because he needs to. I don't know. I'm trying to think what's his next strategy because he's 32. Buatsi's only 29. He's 32, and you're gonna have to get a move on. Like, not everybody's like world level. Like, sometimes we gotta also realize this that not everyone is world. Who's come on? Hapler, here's Hap. Hap. Haplo in the building. ¿Cómo estás, mi hermano?
What's up?
Yeah.
Richards, ¿qué pasó con Richards? Oh, ¿qué pasó? 1-2 kid, why are you trying to spin a narrative, bro?
What are you talking about?
You're spinning a narrative, dude.
What you mean?
You I said he was gonna knock him out. I didn't even want to fucking bet you. You were fucking pressing me, bro. You're like, who do you think's gonna win? I'm like, I don't know, probably Buatsi. You're like, why don't you bet me on it? Bet some push-ups. Bet me $5. Bet me this. Bet me that. I never said anything about no knockout. I just said, all right, fine. I'll bet you some fucking push-ups, man.
All right, well,
guess what?
Look, you
this
win,
week,
man.
this week, I thought about like, oh, maybe I should do some push-ups just in case Buatsi loses. And then I was like,
you ain't got
nah.
He ain't
not gonna
losing.
lose.
What did you think of the fight?
I got you, man. I got you. I'm a man of my word. Push-ups.
Yeah, he is, and he jumped straight on 1-2, jumped straight on. Haplo, what did you think of the fight? How did it look to you? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched. It was a good fight. It was close. You know, Buatsi.
You think it was close?
Chucking on bones. I mean, it was fairly close. Richards had a couple moments. But no, I thought Buatsi was clearly the winner.
Yeah, but there was some close rounds. Yeah. The judges scored quite well, I guess.
But the real question is, what did Richards think about it?
He weren't happy.
Nah.
I mean, 1-2 kid.
He was respectable, but he wasn't happy. He thought he won, but I don't think he won either. I was like, nah, he didn't win. No way. If anything, it leaned towards Buatsi.
Yeah, we had crickets in the building. 1-2 kid. Yep, he's come to. Sorry, I don't have a crow thing.
I don't know what was it about Richards that got you so excited.
I don't have one too.
No, it's not about excitement. I'm just saying that dude judges distance well. He got a good 1-2. He got good distance. He got good power. He got good chin. He just, like I said, everything about the dude can be fixed in the gym.
Hello, you dropped off 1-2. Hap, can you still hear me?
Yes, LadyChann.
Oh, you can still hear me. because we can't hear 1 2 Kid. 1 2
You know what
Kid, you're not in the
happened?
building.
He's got. He's got the Craig Richards. He's got the Craig Richards Wi-Fi.
Not all the way in the fight.
Los Pilos Chingazos.
Oh yeah. And then I have to, and it's silly me.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
That is like the worst Spanish ever spoken.
In the world.
Listos pero chingazos.
Yeah, all wrong.
That means ready but punches.
Yeah, but I thought he said pellet for hair. What did he say? Let me hear.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
He didn't say pelo. He says pelos. He says pelos.
Does he say pelo?
Yeah.
No, he says.
So he's saying I'm ready. Hair as the hair on your head punches.
Whatever he's saying is
I play it.
Look,
I play it one more time. Listen.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
See?
Oh shit! You're right. He did say pelo.
Yeah. He does.
You know what? You know what he was trying to say was listo. I'm ready. Listo para chingazos.
Yeah, I'm ready for the.
I'm ready for punching.
Punches. Yeah,
I'm ready for punching.
Pero en español la palabra for punches is also golpes.
Yeah. But I think chingazos is more like hooks.
Hooks.
You know.
Yeah. He's ready for the hooks. Because it's kind of
his
like
hair is ready. His hairs are ready.
His hair's
for
ready for
hooks.
it. Yeah, I don't know where he came. Yeah, whoever advised him on that, they just did it wrong. Like, you should have just said it in English. But it makes a good soundbite. It does. Because me and AJ crack up over it all the time. 1 2 Kid, what? He left the Bill Dizzin. You came on, Haplo. You ran him off the fucking block.
I didn't mean to. I'm just teasing him a little bit. But he was really adamant about betting me on that fight.
1 2
And I was like, I don't know. I don't even know that much about either one of those guys.
Like that.
But he was super on it. Like with Richards, he was like, that was a big thing for him. He was pushing that. So I'm just glad it worked out for me.
It worked out for your bragging rights. Like, yeah, we had the show a couple nights ago. Remember we was on the show a couple nights ago, and 1 2 Kid was like, "Yeah, I've got it. I've definitely got it on Richards." I was like, "I don't."
He was like super confident.
I dare you,
about
1 2 Kid. 1 2, yeah, he was adamant. 1 2 he's a Craig Richards fan.
Nah, he asked me a question and my internet cut off. He asked me, I was in the middle of saying it, and I was like, "Why ain't nobody talking?"
Yeah, you
I was off. Yeah. He said, "What was it that you liked about him?" And I was like, "He does his distance well. He got good power. He got a good chin. And like I said, everything that he does wrong, he can fix in the gym." And Buatsi put on a good account of himself, did what he had to do. So I mean, the better man won tonight, and that's just what it is. Nothing more, not less.
Yeah, that was it, really, for real. It was a good fight, though. It was a good fight. I'm going to cover the card in depth on Monday, definitely, because we had 2 female fights. We had Chantel Cameron. We had, who's the other girl from the UK?
Scotty.
Ellie Scotty.
Yep.
We had Alan Babbage. God, we got to talk about him for sure. Alan Babbage. Who else did we have? We had Dickens. Was it Dickens Jr. against Molina? That was one of like the really early fights. That was a decent fight. It was a decent card to watch. The undercard was decent. Well, like mind blow, but it was decent. I think Eddie just does better undercards and cards than he's given credit for, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah, because Frank Warren's one are trash, and they're far and few between. The PBC ones are pretty good.
I wish I streamed the White Fury fight. So
yeah, that was a waste of money for you
guys. It was.
Sure.
You dropped the comment on my latest video and said you owe me push-ups.
You know, Hap's from Pettyville. He will make sure he gets his point across.
You thought I was gonna run from you, bro?
No, I didn't think you were gonna run. You're a stand-up I'm taking it easy because I like 1-2 Kid.
Yeah.
I was adamant though. I was like, nah, you go pull it off.
No, you were adamant about me betting you for some reason. I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking bet you. You're like, come on, man, just bet me, just bet me.
Why was you so high on him? 1-2.
Because like I just felt like everyone was sleeping on him, and it's obvious that everybody was sleeping on him.
Yeah, we was though. We was kind of. You're right. We was kind of. But yeah,
I was sleeping on both of them until 1-2 Kid said all that shit.
Was you sleeping on Buatsi as well? Was you sleeping on Buatsi?
Yeah, I mean, I know their names, but I don't really know much about them. I had to look them up and shit. Be like, oh, okay.
But where's the fun in just, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have some fun.
And he halfway had me believing like Craig Richards was like really good to the point where like I almost did some push-ups just in case.
Then he was like, nah, fuck that. What am I doing?
If there's ever another British domestic dust up, come to me and ask me my opinion. And for that, I wouldn't have swerved you wrong. Straight away, I would have.
Here's the thing, I did ask you. But he already made me bet. So I was already locked in on Buatsi, so I'm just going around asking everyone, hey, who do you think's gonna win this Buatsi fight? And everyone's like, Buatsi.
Yeah, it was quite a unanimous I did even a poll on my community tab, and yeah, everyone said no. Do you know what? Everyone said the highest percentage was Buatsi KO, and then Buatsi points was the second. Nobody saw. There was really a tiny percent that saw Richards winning, and then there was a tiny percent that thought it was going to be a draw, like yourself. So I did put the option of a draw in. So
but what's the fun in that though? What's the fun in that? You know what I'm saying? What's the fun in that? You got I root for the underdogs. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I have fun, man.
Yeah.
You weren't rooting for Dillian White though, were you?
Huh?
You weren't rooting for Dillian White though, were you?
I was rooting for him. I wasn't betting on him. I wouldn't
have
bet fucking push-ups on that fight.
I'm disappointed on that one.
I would have bet you on this one.
In case you're wondering.
Top Rank, is that on Sky?
It's on. Hold on.
For us, that will be Sky.
ESPN, I think.
Yeah, if it's ESPN for you, Sky.
Also the Top Rank YouTube channel for the UK. That's what it says.
Who's fighting?
We got the main event. We got Yanni Beck, Alan Louis versus the interim, and then the co-main Jamel Herring is back. So. Oh
yeah, Jamel. I had to do a prediction on that. Yeah, Jamel Herring is back. Absolutely.
He moved up to lightweight. He moved up to lightweight for this fight. Yeah.
So he's at 135 now.
Yep.
And who else is on the card? So yeah, I was aware of it. And then we've got the PBC card, which we've got Benavidez and Lemieux. Yeah, so we've got him, and that for the UK we got to watch that on PBC's YouTube again, which is cool because that's how we got to watch Charlo Castaño last week on their YouTube, solely exclusive for UK watchers. I don't know why, but yeah, we get to watch that on the YouTube, which is good. I'm not complaining. So there's more. So today's a full day of boxing then.
You should do a poll on Lemieux and Benavidez. I bet you get 0% Lemieux.
I got Lemieux for the upset.
You got
really?
Have you, AJ? For real?
No.
You got me. I was about to be like, damn, dude.
Oh, God.
I know a guy on Twitter who's picking him though. So.
Really?
I do.
1-2. You gonna pick?
And this guy knows. This guy knows his boxing because he picked Bivol to beat Canelo. So.
Reasonable underdogs, not random underdogs.
Yeah, not just any. Slim Reaper, I just saw your post about Canelo v Trout rewatch. What happened to that? Yes, YouTube tried to pull down my so the live that we was on for like 5 hours, they pulled that down and told me that I tagged it fraudulently. They pulled that down and the Canelo one down. So they tried to wipe out a whole day of work of mine, right? YouTube. They was like, no, we've privately locked it, and nobody else can see it because you have been fraudulent and deceptive of your tags. I'll just hit them up. I've got them on the live. I'm like, excuse me, I've checked my tags. Like, these two videos they've got everything relevant. So the guy was like, the YouTube or whoever is on the other side of the chat, he checked the videos and he came up with a lame excuse. He's like, oh, our apologies. It was a glitch in the system where it was just like doing that to people. No, it wasn't. You just doing it to me. We'll release it within 24 hours. I looked at it, but it was pretty much. So I said, do I have to wait 24 hours and then will it go from private to public by itself? No, the dude told me, yeah. Something told me, look, like a couple hours later, I saw it. I saw the lock bit had been taken off. It's got like a no entry lock that they put on it. And I just changed the setting to public and posted it up. So for one, I said, you allowed me to lose views because of your mistake. But when do they compensate you? YouTube's fucking fuckeries. And I know we're on it now. And they'd probably be like, they're just fucked up.
You should sue,
Chan. Sue them. If I was American, that would be a lawsuit. If I was in America, I'm suing YouTube for blocking my 2 videos. That was emotionally stressful.
They caused you emotional distress.
Yeah, they caused me emotional distress, and that's what. Yeah,
and you incurred costs for psychiatry.
Loss of earnings. The $40. The $40 that the vid made. Yeah,
but you also couldn't go to work because you were so upset.
I was so
upset. Docked by $3,000 pay from work plus emotional distress.
It's emotionally really tough.
We can get you a good little settlement out of that.
I know. In America, you guys will make up. That would be a suit. You would see someone come out of a suit like that, and the thing is, they'd probably fucking win. So the shit's back up anyway. So if you guys want to watch the Canelo Trout rewatch and the LadyChann hangout with the Bud Crawford topics and all other topics, as Haplo was there, we saw it was chaotic in it towards like the 4 hour in mark. We was all like going at each other. Yeah, go watch it, guys.
Tell you something, that rolling with the punches, dude, is a little too out of control.
Yeah, I took his wrench away, and he because like he was being out of control, and then I warned him, and he was like still doing.
But he was so he's always so like high or drunk or whatever.
Yeah, he's high.
He doesn't understand how like he's coming off. Yeah, he's like, what did I do? What did I do? It's like, dude, usually shut up.
Yeah, when he's not high, he's just a total. Well, obviously, it's a totally different person. But I mean, geez, he keeps. I see him on other lives and doing the same behavior, and I don't understand how.
I've never seen the guy not high.
Yeah, I have, but it's rare. But then it just turns personal. He usually doesn't act like that on my show though. So when I removed him, and then I said, just go in the chat. He went in the chat. Then he came back, and then I put him back on, and he was still doing this shit. So I took him off, and then I was like, I'm just gonna take your wrench because you're being an idiot. Like, just go in the chat and moderate, because you got a wrench. So just go moderate. And then he put in the chat, fuck your wrench and something like that. So I went, all right then. So I just took the wrench off, and then he still tried to come back. I left him in the background. I didn't add him because he's just not. That's not cool shit. Rolling.
Chad, you got it up?
Got what?
The fight or?
Oh yeah, I have to do that if it's on ESPN. I have to do that on my phone. So I'm going to cut this live and because see how it's shown here. It's on Sky. So my mum has to. Yeah. Here in the UK, if someone's got whatever, we've got a thing called Sky Go. So it's kind of like a family thing or whatever. Like, say my mum, for instance, she's got like whatever package she's got. I can access it remotely without having to have a subscription to Sky myself, which I did for 14 years. So basically, if I want to watch something that's on Sky, I use my mum's one, and you can only do it with laptop or phone. But you can access whatever package that person's got. And like I said, I'm lucky. My mum's a massive sports fan, so she has Sky Sports 1, 2, 3, Eurosports. She's got the full package. So that's how I get to watch the ESPN fights. So I'll close down this live, and then I'll be able to watch the ESPN ones. And then we'll chop it back up on Monday for the weekly wrap-up show. You're going to moderate the chat for a bit in the weekly wrap-up show. Going to have some try get more members on the members. Thanks to the people that have joined on the members club, and there's going to be, I'm getting more and more, but we've got some good stuff coming up, and it will be members only. I've got to do some members only posts and bits and pieces. Shouts out to Hat AJ is also a member. 1-2 Kid, at some point, he may become a member.
I'm number one.
You're
of the
number one.
first member.
Yeah. Hype was in the build Dizzing first. It's like straight away. So I've got some stuff coming for that. Got a whole new show.
I think I should get a free T-shirt for that, Chan.
Maybe you should. Yeah, done them.
I'll rock it too.
Well, we never fucking see you. It's nice. Or take a picture of it and send it me when I send it you.
Yeah, I'll go to a fight and wear it.
Yeah, go to a fight, wear it. Yeah, I'll send it you. So I'm trying to think, how do you leave me your address? Leave it in the private chat now.
Oh, I have your email.
You do. Yeah, you do. And you've got my number.
Do I? No, I don't know if I have your number.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I'll have to check. Maybe
I've got your number as well. I'll text you, and then you'll see it's me. I've got your number as well. So just text me your address, and then you can rock it. But yeah, we've got a new program coming in. It's called. I'll give you the name. It's called Channelytics.
Channelytics.
Yeah,
that's clever.
Yeah, so it's going to be on the members as well. It's going to be quite fun. But you know, I'm a stats and data girl, and you know, everyone's like, "Oh, why do people care about numbers in boxing as long as we get the boxing?" I'm that person as well, but I'm also very analytical, and I like data, and I like analyzing data and stuff like that, and purses.
Do you like Hardline Boxing Talks channel?
Yep, I subbed to him. I spoke to him.
He's a good friend of mine. Great channel. He does a ton of stats and analytics.
Yeah, and I saw that. I've only been tuned into him for about 2 weeks now, 2-3 weeks, and then I hit him in the comments. I said, "Could you come on my show?" He said, "I don't go on the panel with other people, but I would go on like with just yourself." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Email me," but he didn't email me to sort it out.
He'd go on with me too.
I would. Well, could you?
I'm an exception.
Can you holler at him tell him just to hit me on, give him the email address that I've given you, Hat.
Yeah, well, you know what he did? He created an entire
I've seen it.
Pound for pound ranking.
Yeah, I've seen it.
For guys before they had pound for pound rankings, like going way back to like the early 1900s.
Yeah, he goes back
that shit
to
is incredible.
1898 and that. I see that. Yeah, he's very knowledgeable. He posts like on our time every day about 6 a.m. in the morning. I think he just drops some stuff before he goes to work and stuff or whatever. Because every day I see it. And when he goes live, I say hello to him and he says,
now, I've been on here for so long. I've been around when he first came on.
I never knew him.
In the very beginning, he had this epic debate with Zone 6. It was him and Zone 6. That was like the first time I ever really heard HBT. He had a different name back then, but yeah. Around those times, like the debates were super hot, like on YouTube, and that was years ago.
Yeah, he's got knowledge, man. He's got knowledge, and I didn't realize that I thought he was new, and then something suggested on my phone of his, and it was like 3 years. It said 3 years ago, and I was like, oh, so he's been here a minute. So yeah, like
he's been here much longer than that. He's been here for about 7 or 8 years, probably. I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
I've been here 15.
Yeah.
So I've seen everybody.
You've seen
everybody come and go. Yeah. I've seen it from the very, very beginning.
Well, reach out. Tell him. Ask him if he could hit me up on the email address. But if he doesn't remember the email that I left him in the comments, because what I did, I emailed it. I sent it in the comments, and then I think I deleted the comment because I didn't want everyone on that same email, just in case you got random people that. But you've got my email, so if you could reach out and answer me, it'd be a pleasure to just chop it up with him. He said, "What would I like to talk about?" I'm just like, whatever he likes to talk about. Like, just we'll just do like class in session because he's sick at what he does. So if you could do that for me, Hap, ask him.
Yeah, I'll definitely talk to him.
We could.
We talk quite often. He helped me with my. I don't make many videos anymore, but one of the ones I did more recently was one on pound for pound, and I definitely consulted him on that.
Yeah.
He's an excellent resource. Anybody who wants to look anything up about boxing history, you can go to his channel and look up almost any fighter.
Yeah, he's amazing. Shouts out to Hardline Boxing. Yeah, he's from, I don't know which part of the UK he's from, but by his accent, he sounds like he's from up north. So shouts out to him. Yeah, I'd like to have him. So would like things like that to also have on the for the.
And have you seen Scrapbook?
I heard about Scrapbook, but I haven't been over to his. I've heard about
his stuff is great too.
I think Blood uses him. There's Blood use him for the.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. I've heard of. I've been over.
Of course, these Scrap and HBT came along way after me and Blood.
Yeah.
But they have created like
their own thing.
Their own like archives and like like it's like a resource. I use it, you know. Like I'm like, oh, someone's asking me about Tony Canzoneri. I can go on either one of their channels, just type in Tony Canzoneri, and they give me like all the history I need.
Yeah.
You know, I know a fair amount about them already, but they've got it like
they've got great channels. Between him, Blood, Beats, they're like the OGs.
Hap, how long you been on YouTube? Since when?
You get 2006, bro.
Oh, no shit.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Long time.
I used to have a channel.
I didn't
and then I cut it down. I was in 09. And then I came back.
I had my channel from 2011, like management team at the time. They just set it up, and it was just there because YouTube wasn't a thing that people, we didn't really use. But it was like, it's important that you can have your videos up there. So it was opened in 2011, and then didn't use it till 2015. Posted like maybe like 4 like of my music videos or something, as you guys can see, and then I left it. I didn't ever pay it any mind until 2020. So so even though my YouTube channel's been open since 2011, my boxing channel's only been birthed since October 2020.
Yeah.
So I'm not 2 years.
Look how good you've done in such a short time, Chan.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I'll try. Sometimes I think, have I? And then sometimes I think, like, it's moved quite fast, hasn't it? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's moved quite fast. It's been a trip. So I'm excited just to do more. I'm a creative. So I'm always thinking of new stuff to give to you guys and sort things out to make it fun and to make it different, but also authentic at the same time. So yeah, just keep looped in, because there's just going to be more stuff that we're going to be doing. So I appreciate all of you guys subbing to me, and so thank you, and all the moderators and stuff like that, because you guys really rock. So I appreciate it, and I learn as well a lot from these panels. Even though we all go crazy, I learn a lot from speaking to you guys as well. So so I'm always learning, because I don't know everything about boxing by far. There's so much that I don't know, so I learn as well. So yeah, shouts out to you guys. And then on the Monday, so we're gonna do, who should I get in? Is there any guests that you guys want me to try and reach? Well, I can reach out. I don't know if they'll come, but is there any guests that you guys, because I've got some lined up already, but is there any guests that in particular that you'd like to see on the show?
I'd like to see Bird.
Chris Bird?
Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Let me I can write that down, actually.
How about Alicia Bumgarner?
Yeah, that is what she's on my list, eh?
AJ.
Yeah. How about, you said that all pervy as well. How about Alicia Bumgarner? Yeah, that sounded like you. How about Alicia? Yeah, I'll get her. I'd love to have her on. Love. She's been on June lists a couple of times, so absolutely want to get her. I heard about Hannah Rankin's fight. The girl that she fought is in an induced coma, had a blood clot to the head. So Hannah Rankin just defended her IBO and WBA, I think it's WBA title, just this last weekend gone, and she put the girl had suffered a hematoma in the ring. Hannah knocked her out, and they had to put her in an induced coma. Shame, isn't it? I don't know why it's been spoken about here a bit in the UK, but not by much. That's sad, because then you've got to think of how Hannah feels as well. Comments, please. Don't leave the air dry. Fucking hell.
What were you talking about?
So
I
there's a
missed
female
that.
fighter called Hannah Rankin. She's the junior middleweight
She got a
women's champ.
hematoma.
No. She's the junior weight unified middle champ. She's not really unified because it's IBO and then the other one's WBA or WBO. And she defended her titles last week with her Mando, and it was I forget the girl's name. But Hannah was just on my show promoting that like 3 weeks ago. So basically, Hannah knocked out her Mando, and her Mando suffered like a brain bleed. So her Mando's now in the hospital, but they had to put her in an induced coma to do some kind of brain surgery on her. So shouts out to, I'm sorry that I can't remember the girl's name, but I will do, and I will discuss it on Monday. Shouts out to her. I hope she pulls through. Prayers love and blessings to her family, and also shouts out to Hannah Rankins. I will reach out to Hannah because also as the boxer, you are not going to feel really in good spirits.
There's a long history of that, Chan. Like in the history of boxing, like even the great Sugar Ray Robinson, he always felt guilty till the day he died of what he did to that guy.
Yeah.
He actually dreamed the night before that he was going to kill the guy and told the people he didn't want to fight, and they're like, come on, it's just a dream, it's nothing, like, no, that's not gonna happen, don't worry, you're Sugar Ray Robinson, get in there and just do your thing. And he got in there and it went exactly like his dream, and that haunted him.
See, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
And Emil Griffith too, when he killed Benny Kid Paret, he always felt guilty about that for the rest of his life.
And then you had Chris Eubank, Michael Watts.
Yep. And what's his name? The guy who fucked up Magdamed Abdusalamov. That sounds a lot like this situation. Like, where Magdamed had a brain bleed the next day, and he's never been the same since. And that guy who did it to him didn't do anything wrong. He did what he was supposed to do, but he was never the same. And his career just went after that.
Exactly that. Got such a bad cold. Exactly that. So this is what I'm saying. So you have to also send out blessings and peace and love to Hannah Rankin as well as the fighter, because I'm sure she's going for her own little. Because Hannah's such a nice woman as well.
If you gonna pull some women on here though, get McCaskill. I want to holler at her.
Jessica McCaskill. I'd like her to come on this. I'll reach out. Yeah. So Baumgartner, Bird,
AJ and OTK are thirsty.
I can see their desert mouths dry. Yeah, so I will, but those are good ideas though. I'm choking over here. That Nigel Benn messed up with this one. Hang on, let me cough. Chop it up for 1 second while I cough.
So Richards got his ass whooped, and
Buatsi looked fantastic in the
fight. Took it like a man though.
Yeah, he didn't. He wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt once in the fight. Yeah. He didn't get jabbed.
That's Jalik's alter ego. So someone called Jalik.
He does look like the trendsetter.
Someone called Jalik. It's just make sure he's all right.
I said that shit some months ago too. I was like, damn, he kind of looked like Jalik, and nobody said anything. And then when I pulled up the pic, they were like, holy shit, that's Jalik.
The hairstyle, everything.
Everything, yeah, man. On the money, bro.
I never heard him talk though. Jalik kind of has a unique speech pattern. Does he talk like Jalik too?
No.
Yeah,
Jalik is a far left individual. His ideals would be like, I'm like, wow. Sometimes then he breaks it down, and you're like, yeah, okay.
He's a good dude. I like.
Yeah, Jalik I like him too. I do too. But I'm just saying, everything he say come out of left field, man. It's like,
but, oh gosh, you know when you have that splutter of coughs. It's like, it's quite horrible. Yeah.
What do you got? Do you still have COVID?
No, I haven't got COVID. I just had like a cold, normal cold.
Is it my imagination or did you have COVID?
Yeah, I did have COVID in Christmas.
Oh, okay.
December 23rd.
I did that
yeah.
shit. That shit
Yeah.
corny.
COVID was horrible, but grace is to God that, you know, you get through it. Like, you don't end up as one of the statistics that have to be in a hospital on a ventilator at the end of the day.
Right.
And I'm asthmatic, and it didn't bother me.
You know what's weird, Chan?
Mm.
I got it, and I smoke. I'm a cigarette smoker.
Yeah,
me too.
So
it didn't bother me at all.
I was scared as fuck about getting it just because I've been smoking for so long.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to quit right now, but of course that's the typical
it is difficult,
smoker thing to say.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like, oh my God, I'm like, oh, if I get this, I'm fucked. My lungs are gonna be fucked. So I get it.
Yeah.
And I got no symptoms whatsoever. Nothing.
See, that's fucking crazy.
And my brother, who's a vegan,
got it and was fucked.
Does nothing, doesn't smoke, doesn't do anything. Same genetics, same mother, same father. He's got fucking lung issues now.
See,
he can't breathe.
Yeah,
it's so individual to the. It's weird. That's why they can't put. That's why when they come out with shit and all these vaccines, it's like, dude, you don't even know what it is and how it. Because I'm supposed to be deemed as someone vulnerable because I've got asthma, but it didn't affect my asthma not one bit. I didn't have a cough a little bit towards the end, but it didn't. I didn't need inhalers, nothing.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just like, but it does attack your lungs.
It attaches to your DNA. That's what's fucking scary about it. Man.
Yeah, it attaches to your and whatever the symptoms is for you is what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
unfortunately, it's just like you're gonna. Have to
they're trying to say that shit just developed naturally.
Nah, hell no, that's a man-made disease.
Yeah,
that's gotta be fucking man. Look what it did. Look what it did. It killed all the old and vulnerable people. That shit was some seriously disgusting. Like,
they mutated about 5 times, Matt. And then it just mutated. It's like
I'm not so sure that the mutations weren't like released, purposely.
I just think that the Delta was released purposely, but they didn't know how far this thing was going to go, and it just started to spin off, and then it mutated. You know, like when Frankenstein the monster just becomes the monster. Like the dad is in the lab creating Frankenstein until the end when Frankenstein kills the dad in the end in the story. You know what I'm saying? So that is like what it is. They tried some biological kind of
trying to play God, man.
But the monster kills Frankenstein in the book?
I think the Frankenstein kills his father, I think, in the book. In the end.
No, Frankenstein is the doctor.
Yeah, but he makes the monster. Yeah, sorry, Frankenstein's monsters, but he doesn't. The monster then turn on the dad.
I don't know. He does, but I'm not so sure he kills him. But
I thought
I could be wrong. I never read it.
Yeah,
I just saw the movie.
Yeah, I thought he killed him. So it was.
I don't even remember that shit.
So that's like the same with COVID. I just feel like they've made it and they wanted it to hit a certain class of people, but it hit everyone, prime ministers, presidents, and that's when they was like, fuck, like we can't even curb it. Yeah, it's them, I know it. And that's why
jump off for a sec. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, Chan, I'm about to jump off too, but thank you so much for having me on. Shout out to AJ and Hap. You know what I mean? Yeah, Hap, I owe you the push-ups. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
All right.
But you guys have a great night, man. We still got big fights coming on.
Yeah.
And thanks for having me. It's always
welcome.
Chan. Thanks.
Always welcome. Bye, 1-2.
Bye, y'all.
Later, man.
Shouts out to 1-2 Kid, guys. If you would like to check out 1-2 Kid's YouTube channel, go and subscribe. If you like what you see, subscribe. Also, we have the members channel here, so pick a level of membership. There's 3 levels of membership. Pick one, because we will be transitioning over to doing a lot of member stuff. So, thanks to the guys that have already, become members. Massively appreciated. But yeah, so we're going to watch this card now, me and my group, which consists of AJ and that. We've got some more boxing to watch. It's 2 a.m. in the morning here, but I've just started, So, I've just started. So AJ, thank you for coming. I'm gonna speak to you in a minute anyway. Like, it's so weird. Like, bye, bye.
On the chat.
Hi.
No worries.
Yeah. Bye and a hi. Thank you for coming. Let me shout out everyone in the comment section and give everyone a round of applause. Thank you. We have Ben Adams is in the building. Lisa Bell's my sister in the building. Slim Reaper in the building. That guy in the building. Haplo in the building. Silvestri in the building. Yeah, I didn't see that comment, Silvestri. My bad. LadyChann, what's good? Was it what good? Was in attendance of Craig Buatsi. Fight was live. Maybe you should come on the panel on Monday or definitely catch me on Monday on the weekly wrap-up show, Silvestri, and we can talk about that, your first-hand experience. It looked good. I should have went. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking. But thank you, AJ all day. And guys, as you know the sign out. Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's LadyChann, rep nonetheless. Box with Chan. Gyan. LadyChann has left the building. Gyan. LadyChann.
Fight.